So I'm going to be showing you today how to write some JavaScript code, even if you have zero programming experience. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is to go to a website, any website that you can think of. Once you're there, I want you to right click on the page. So I'm using Firefox, for example. And in Firefox, once you click on Inspect Element right there, you're going to see this set of tools pop up. And here, you're going to click on Console. So Console is what is going to be our playground for today. So this is going to allow us to write JavaScript code, any JavaScript code that we really want to write. So for example, I could write something like console.log, open and close parentheses, and then some quotation marks right there, and then write my name is John. So what's actually going on here? So this is actually a piece of JavaScript code. And what this is going to do is when I run this, when I hit enter right now, it's actually going to return this thing right here as output. So let me show you how that works. I hit enter and then boom, my name is John. Isn't that pretty cool? Well, you might think, okay, that's great, but I actually want to see that output here on the website. Well, there's definitely a way to do that. You could use something called alert for that. So let's just use the exact same stuff as before. So my name is John, end it with a semicolon, hit enter, and then boom, there you go. My name is John. But if you're like me, that gets kind of boring pretty quickly. So what if we wanted to personalize this? Well, we could create a function. And a function is nothing more than some code with a very specific purpose in mind that can be reused over and over. So we could create our function like this, function, and then repeat my name. So that's the name of the function, open and close parentheses. In here, I want you to write name. This is going to be our parameter. This is going to be the thing that changes actually each time that we run this function. So now we need to create the body of the function. So don't worry too much about the words coming out of my mouth when it comes to syntax and semantics and stuff like that. Just kind of follow along if you're a little bit confused. So now in here, we actually are going to tell our program what to do. So here we're going to say, okay, I want you to alert whenever you run this function, and I want you to give me back my name. So my name is, and now we're going to add a plus here, and then name, all right? And then we also need a little space right here. Okay, excellent. So now it's actually saved the function. So if we call the function like this, and then give it as input our name, so for example, my name is John, boom. There you go. My name is John. But just to prove to you guys that this actually works, let's try a different name. So let's try Scott. Excellent. And let's even try like a number, for example, because that's totally legal as well. My name is 1, right? So the next thing that I wanted to show you guys is actually how to figure out what cookies a website has stored on you. So for example, let's go over to Google right here. Let's do the same trick as before. Let's right click anywhere on the page, hit inspect element, go to the console. And now let's write document.cookie. And when I hit enter, this is actually going to output all of the cookies that this website is actually saved about me. Pretty cool stuff. You could also go to a website like Amazon and then right click anywhere on the page, inspect element, go to the console, and then write document.cookie. And then boom, you're going to see somewhere here. Yeah, here it is. So AWS, so that means Amazon Web Services. So these are cookies that are saved by Amazon in order for them to provide you with a more personalized and tailored experience. So the fifth and final thing that I want to show you guys actually has to do with keys and key logging. So one of the things that you could do, for example, is you could actually output right here what keys you are pressing. So let me show you what that actually looks like. So if you do window.onkeydown, okay. Now we need to provide this with a function. So what we're going to do is we're going to write function right here, open and close parentheses. I want you to write E right here. So don't be too worried about the syntax right here. And then what we're going to do is I want you to write console.log and then the key that was pressed was, and then right here, I want you to write e.code. So let me translate what this actually means in kind of human speak. So it's going to add a new function to this global window right here. And every time that you press a key, it's actually going to output that key, and it's going to say the key that was pressed was, and then the actual key. So let's see if this actually works. So let's hit enter right here. Okay, excellent. And now if we go to the middle of the page right here and I click up, down, G, H, W, 2, look at that, really cool stuff. So there you have it. That was 5 things that you can do with JavaScript right now in your browser.